go. It's Dee Dee. I'm getting ready to go to work. Got my water here, my water bottle. I took a permanent marker and darkened it because it didn't stay very dark where I could read any of the words. But it says, it even lists the ounces now. 2.5 cups times 2 is 5 cups. So 2 of these would be 5 cups. I'm trying to get up to drinking 4 of these a day. Seems like a lot. It is a lot. But I've been starting with only getting through 2 of them. And so far I'm doing pretty good getting through the 2 of them. So if I just keep drinking, I'll get up to the 4. And then that will be 10 cups. Yeah, that'll be 10 cups a day, which is definitely a good thing. So these are 20 ounces a piece, so 2 times 4 is 8. That'd be 80 ounces if I can get through 4 of these. Which they say to drink at least your half your body weight in water. My body weight is around 180-ish, so that's like 90, so I'm almost there if I drink the 4 of them. Anyway, I don't want to talk about anything news-wise because it's scary and depressing and terrifying to me. And I don't even like imagining such things. Those are things that evil movies are made of. Except it's not a movie, it's these people's real lives, and they are people. So I don't want to get into that. I try not to even think about it other than to pray daily, sometimes several times a day, for the people that are going through it. I don't understand such mindsets. I don't ever want to be able to understand such mindsets because I love people and I just would not ever want to fathom anything like that. Anyway, getting ready to go out the door to work. Should be an interesting full day today. Nothing like out of the ordinary, but definitely a full day of what I do. And let's see, health wise, I'm doing well, feeling well. As far as I know, my body's doing pretty good. I have been eating the same way I've been eating since back in November of 2022, and I don't regret any of it. I don't want to go back to any of the old things I did. Anytime that I deviate, like if we went to a buffet, I learn again why I eat the way I do daily to feel comfortable and not overly full. Not like I'm some kind of a glutton that just way overdid everything. That's not a comfortable feeling for me. I like my belly to feel comfortable, not bloated, not stuffed. I don't enjoy that feeling. I don't think I ever enjoyed that feeling. I just didn't know how not to get to that point. But as you go, when you listen to your body and you're mindful when you eat and you enjoy every bit that you eat, then you don't have a need to just keep eating and eating and eating, with reckless abandon without even thinking of what you're putting in your mouth. So that works. Yesterday I worked out at Planet Fitness again. I don't remember if I put my video up. I don't think I did. And honestly, if you see my cleavage, don't freak out over it. Don't be like, oh my God, Dee Dee's showing her chest. When you're working out, you're not thinking about that. You're thinking about the gains that you're getting. You're thinking about the muscles you're developing. I can't fix my shirt every 5 seconds if I'm on a treadmill or a bicycle or whatever. I just got to work out and work out hard and get the gains that I'm after. So that's what I do. So don't freak out if that's the case, if you see anything like that. Um, no, I did not go back on my morals or values or whatever. It's just that I basically don't have time to be fussing with it, so I don't. That's about it. I noticed that in the video. I'm like, should I edit this out? Should I not post my video? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to post it and people can deal with the fact that I'm working out. Now, would I go out like that with everything hanging out? No, I wouldn't because I do have morals and values. But if I'm in the gym, I'm not worried about it. Hey, I covered up my belly for some of y'all because you had a fit when I was belly dancing that I was showing my belly. So you can't have it all, I guess. Anyway, um, life is good. Life has been treating me well. I've been reading Noom, which is super fascinating. I really want to read more of it. I wish I had more time to read. And this weekend, I'm hoping to get some real good reading in because I love to read. And now I have a library card, so I can go and get books. But I have tons of books I still have not even touched yet. So I really want to read. I've been bringing my Noom book back and forth with me to work. So just in case I have like some dull moment, maybe even at lunchtime, I can pull out my book and read it a little bit. But that hasn't happened because I just forget about it and it's in my bag and it's back in the other room and I just don't feel like going and grabbing it, so I don't. Anyway, I'm rambling. How are you guys doing? How is everybody? Is anybody here that wants to say hi or chat? Let me know how you're doing. I'm gonna set this down. Take my vitamins right here. Hold on just a second. Okay, just let me know. Anyway, so let's take my vitamins. I don't remember. I took my magnesium, I think. Yeah, I worked my legs yesterday, so they're very sore. Hi, Tina. How are you? Um, I think there was a whole bunch of stuff I wanted to tell you now. I can't remember what it was. I should have written it down. Okay, anyway, I took my vitamins. I need to take my vitamin D. That's the next thing. Yo, I remind you, especially women, make sure you're taking vitamin D every day, especially if you live like where I do in Illinois or like New York or any of those upper states. We don't get a lot of sun at times. Although I guess we get more than some people do. And you need to keep up your vitamin D because if you don't, you're going to have all kinds of problems. So, especially as you age. I am 57 now, and I got to make sure I get all the nutrients and vitamins that I can get, you know. What time is it? I need to make sure I'm not running out of time. Oh, we're good. Okay, I have a few more minutes I can chat. So, this weekend we are going to a wedding. Yeah, I kind of do like it. My husband was asking me the other day, "Do you enjoy working out?" And I'm like, "I don't enjoy it. It's just something I do." Um, I kind of enjoy it. I mean, it's hard work. It's not like I'm there playing. It's not like fun. It's work and it's necessary work if I want to keep everything strong and working as I age. So, I enjoy the fact that my body's getting stronger. I enjoy that I notice I can go more reps, as they say. So I do the exercise more times. So if I'm doing one set of 12, next time I can do maybe a set of 15 or even a whole other set of 12. And I just keep tacking on a little bit more, a little bit more. You know, one thing that used to always deter me from working out, used to scare me away from the whole process was I thought I didn't know how, like, when you would stop. Like, I thought, am I just going to keep adding on weight and never end? Well, I heard a bodybuilder the other day. I watched this really good video um, where he was saying, well, you know, you obviously can't just keep adding on tons and tons of weight because if you could, I'd be lifting like thousands and thousands of pounds now. So, what you do is you only add a little bit at a time until your body, you know, handles it a certain way, and then you stop, not stop, but you keep lifting, but you never add like so much that it would be like unbelievable unless you're like some kind of sumo wrestler or something really big bodybuilder. There is a point where you say, okay, this is the limit that I want to go to. This is what's maintaining my muscle, maintaining my weight, whatever. So it's about losing the fat, building the muscles, and then maintenance. And that's the part I didn't understand about. I mean, yes, I maintained my weight for a long time because, y'all, I used to be big. I mean, like close to 300 pounds. And I lost that weight. I went down to 200. By the time, so, okay, let me tell you the timeline if I can think of it. Back when I met my second husband, we got married. He was a Mexican, so we had tortillas and all kinds of fatty everything for the longest time. Yes, you do have to rest if you need to rest. I learned that too. I'm learning the value of working out, but the value of the rest in between as well. And the value of if you're in pain in a certain body part, it's okay to work the other body parts. Like yesterday, I worked all lower. I did not touch the upper. No neck, no arms, nothing, not even upper back. I did hips, I did glutes, I did calves, thighs, um, yeah, and then walked on the treadmill as well. So it's important to alternate as you need to and listen to your body. Your body will tell you what you need to do. You just get really good at it after a while. Um, oh, so my weight fluctuation, this is how it went. So back in, first of all, when I was married to my first husband, right before I divorced him, I was pretty much close to 200 and something then. I was big. But I don't think I was as big as I got with my second husband. So what I did was I went on a plan with my daughter Randy, which was gluten free, and I also did low glycemic index, both at the same time, and I lost 30 pounds. That was after the thyroid doctor told me, well, you have a bad thyroid. Don't ever plan on trying to lose weight because your thyroid will fight you. Just plan on being obese the rest of your life. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm going to find a way. So I did the low glycemic, low gluten for a year, lost 30 pounds. Then I met my second husband after the divorce, and I married him. And like I said, tortillas and junk food and fatty gunk every day during that marriage until I finally realized I don't like being fat. I can't breathe. I feel awful. I look awful. I'm going to do something about it. That's when I really began just gentle workouts at home. And I also stopped eating all the tortillas and the fatty foods and the junk food. And I don't even know exactly how I did it or what plan I was on back then. There were a bunch of plans I've tried, as you guys know. And I lost weight in between divorcing him and meeting Matthew. And then Matthew and I decided to get married. I said, I need to lose another 10 pounds, get down to, or maybe it was 20 pounds, and I only lost 10. I went from 217, 14, something like that, down to 200. And I kept that off. I don't have trouble maintaining. Everybody says, oh, it's not hard to lose weight, it's hard to maintain. It's not hard for me to maintain. I'm really good at maintaining. I have trouble losing. So I'm like the other end of the spectrum, so to speak. Anyway, so I got down to 200. And then somewhere along the way, I went on keto and I went on the military diet and whatever. You guys saw me do all those diets and whatever. So I went from 200 down to the 190s. Remember, I was plateauing at 190 something for like the longest time. Now I'm in the 180s, plateauing again. So it's been a process, but I've gone from close to 300 pounds down to 180. So I'm not too sad about it. I just need to keep on going and find new things that work and not totally revamp the diet, but I mean like fitness things that help with reshaping and resculpturing and that kind of thing. Recomposition, I think is what it's called. So that is where I'm at now. I am going to skedoodle out the door because I need to. Let's see where my keys are. You guys can come along with me. It's dark, as you can see. It's still dark out. I'm leaving for work and it's still dark out. That's okay. I have to get there, so. It happens to be dark at this time of year. Don't like going out into the dark. I hate it, in fact. Don't like it. Crazy people and evil people lurk in the darkness. Ugh. I'm always happy when I see the lights of the car and I can get in and be safe. Okay, give me a minute to open my door, which is not the easiest feat of accomplishment here. Oh, there. Okay. Oh, that's right. I'm not going to have lights right now because the light doesn't come on in my car, apparently. Weird. I don't know. This vehicle is definitely one of the trickiest and most challenging I've had yet. This Blazer. I've put so much money into it. I'm still putting money into it, but got to get to work. So what did I do with my keys? Hold on, y'all. Oh, they're on top of that. Okay. Oops. All right, I'm back, I think. Back for me anyways. I know I probably didn't leave for you, but there's all kinds of screens popping up for me. All right, I'm going to start the car. Turn the lights on first of all so I can see what the heck I'm doing. All right. Hang on. There we go. All right, the car is started. Hoping I don't sit on a wet seat. Feels like the seat is fairly dry. Hopefully. Okay. And I need to roll down my window so I can push up on the door and shut the door. And hopefully it will stay closed. Okay, that's good. That worked well. All right. Let me see if I can find a light. I really don't feel like sitting in the darkness. That's as good as we get, folks. That's my light. Yippee. All right, so yeah, maintaining is what I do good at. Losing, not so much. Trying to put my little phone holder on here so I don't have to hold this thing the whole time. All right, there. Maybe I can perch you guys up here. Possibly. Maybe. Okay. Well, you won't be able to see much, so you just listen to my voice if you want to. This is the lot of life that I have here right now. Okay. Strapping myself in, and away we go. Alright. We're off and running. Maybe as I drive, you'll see a little bit more. I don't know, depending on what the lighting is. We have terrible lighting around here. We don't have street lights everywhere. So that's another reason I get scared at night, because there's like no way to see anything. And who knows what lurks in the darkness. Crazy folk, you know? Okay. Let me turn this light off if I can. Maybe. I just turned one on. There we go. Alright, here we go. We're getting... It's scary to leave this early in the morning, too, because I'm having some light problems with my vehicle, which my former son-in-law needs to help me fix, or his dad, somebody, I don't know, somebody needs to help me. Free stuff, especially if you're in a rainstorm, which we have been having some. I guess today it's not going to rain, though. It's going to clear up. It's going to be in the 60s. Which is pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't like driving like this at all. Without having bright lights, scary stuff. I'm going to put my brakes on. Hopefully I don't blind somebody. But it doesn't look like I even have lights on if I'm with my brakes. Always something with this vehicle, I swear. It's going to be so nice when they repair these lights. Somebody smashed into my SUV the other day and knocked my light out, like it popped out, and ever since then I've been having issues. So, hello, 4 people. Good morning. It's an early morning start for Dee Dee to get to work. Thankfully, I don't have super long to go. It's not a very, very long trip. Maybe 20 minutes. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think I've timed it in a while. I used to know how long it was, but... You know, I thought my eyesight was bad, but it was the lights on the stupid car. It's not me. It's the lights. The lack thereof. So... hopefully we can get this taken care of sooner rather than later. Because I have to drive out to that wedding. Oh, that's what I was telling you. We are going to a wedding on the weekend. And, so hopefully we have good weather, so I don't have to worry while I'm driving. My son-in-law said he had the same problem the other day driving with his girlfriend in the weather because it was bad weather where they were driving out, kind of where I was with Amber, visiting her in the other town. And he said it was scary, and it is scary to drive when you don't have a decent car, for sure. That's a necessity if you're going to drive long distances. Anyway, so yeah, the wedding this Sunday, and the next Sunday, Matthew and I are going back to a church we had visited. We were going to join at one point, and then I opted out, and now I have decided we're going back, and we are going to indeed join it. I know, it's crazy, but I'm Dee Dee, and I'm a little goofy sometimes, as y'all know. Oh, look, you can kind of see me now. Hi! I'm just waiting for this traffic to go by so I can get on the main road and head to work. And I'll have people blinking their lights at me 50 zillion times as I'm driving because of my lights, so. But now I know why they're doing it. It makes sense. And I appreciate them letting me know something that I actually already know, but they don't know that I knew that. So they're just trying to help out. I get it. I appreciate the help. Can't begrudge them. Well, not begrudge them, but I can't be resentful of them showing me, hey lady, you're in danger. Yeah, believe me, I know. I was getting a ride. Well, I did get a ride from a person at one point, but I don't like relying on people for rides if I don't have to. Oh, here goes my door opening. Okay, it wasn't shut as good as I thought it was. Okay. I'm gonna probably need to take care of this in a minute. Usually Matthew shuts my door for me. I didn't want to bother him this much. Maybe I should have. There's not really anywhere I can pull over either, and there's people behind me. Oh, I hate this. Let's see if I can be crafty here. I got my hand on the door. Maybe if I stretch my fingers, I can pull down the window or something. There we go. Okay. There. Oh, that was a harrowing experience, y'all. And there's no way to lock it because it's not really shut. It's just barely shut. But it's shut enough that it's gonna, oh, I'm not trying again. It's shut enough that it should stay shut. Now it isn't. The little latch on the inside is what the problem is. It doesn't latch properly because when my mechanic, my former son-in-law's dad, put the door on again, he redid the hinge, but I guess he didn't put it in right, or it didn't go in tight enough or something. So now we have the issue of the door not shutting properly. And the other door is doing the same thing because the pin in that door is coming out. So, you know, it's always something, and right now it's the same old with this car. Same old. Gets me to where I need to go, but it's literally kind of falling apart a little bit. I'm thankful I have it, but yeah, it's... Every day is a prayer that the door does not fling open when I'm driving. I'm wondering if people are going to blink at me because my brights are on. Because if I don't, yep, they are. Okay, so if I turn my brights off, I have no lights. So, well, I have lights, but not well-working ones. So when I turn, I'll put the brights on again. I'm not going to be able to leave this early anymore, I don't think. Because if it's dark out, I don't have the capacity that everybody else does. So, not a good idea. Anyway, I'm sitting at a light just waiting to get to work. As these cars turn. I'm really glad I'm driving an SUV and not a car right now, because I'm kind of like up above everybody, which makes me feel less subconscious of the fact that my vehicle is substandard to everybody else's in so many ways. Anyway, let's do a quick update on the 8 passengers situation. You guys might have heard me talking about that recently. The lady and her counselor friend who were abusing all the kids, the Mormon people, duct taping them, their mouths, and chaining them down to the floors, or roping them down to the floors, or whatever. So far, I think Ruby Franke, the mother, I don't even want to call her mother, the egg donor of the show, still in jail. And I'm pretty sure the counselor lady as well. Oh good, I can keep my brights on. Perfect. So yeah, justice is so far being served, but their trial has not come up yet. They're supposed to have a trial at some point. It's supposed to go to court. Let's see, are you going to blink at me because I have my brights in your eyes? No, you're not. Yes, you are. Just dimmed yours, that's all. Okay, anyhow. So yeah, they, their trial should be coming up soon, and of course I will be definitely looking for that and watching it and letting you know what happens, because I'm very invested in that case, because A, it's a cult, the Mormons, and B, they're using their beliefs to harm children. And no, that's not okay. I was watching something yesterday where they were quoting different passages from the Book of Mormon, or like people that practice Mormonism, like their higher ups, and they were basically saying that a child should maintain their chastity at all costs, even death. So it'd be better if you kill your kid than for them to lose their chastity, is what they were saying. So that's why these people have these weird practices and beliefs, because they literally believe this. That, you know, purity at all costs, even if it means the child's life. That's scary. Yes, I know about my lights. You don't have to keep letting me know. I'm well aware of it. Thank you very much. Blink, blink, blink. Everywhere I go, blink, blink. It's that bad, yes. And my son-in-law knows it, and he's going to hopefully help me with it soon. I am going to send him pictures, so he knows. Thankfully, during this divorce between my daughter and her husband, I have maintained good connections with both of them. So, and that's what I had intended to do, because I hate taking sides, and I hate being put in the middle of things. It's not fair. It does happen in divorces, especially when it's your own child, and you're friends with both of them, you know. I mean, I wasn't super close with Ray, but we were on good talking terms towards the end of their marriage, and we've maintained those good talking terms. Plus, I still owe him money on the house, and he's been super nice about it and super calm, and has not badgered me about it or bullied me about it or anything like that. So, you know what I don't understand? Okay, I get it. They're blinking their lights to let me know your lights are out on the front, blah, 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 so you're losing a light. Okay, so blink once. Let me know. I already know. So what good does it do for you to keep blinking at me the whole time? What am I supposed to do? Magically wave a magic wand and poof, my lights are fixed because you keep blinking at me? Seriously? It doesn't work that way. So just blink once. I got your message and we're done. Okay, anyhow, you can't see what I'm talking about because I'm obviously driving, but and the camera's not facing that way. But yeah, they'll just keep blinking at me as they drive by. Just in case I didn't see the first blink, we gotta blink a few hundred more times. As if I can fix it that second, which I can't. Anyhow, that did remind me though to send Ray the picture of my car lights so he knows what we're fixing. So, anyhow, welcome to having these new fandangled electrical everything cars. The windows are electric, the lights are electric, everything's electric. So when something goes, a lot of times they all go because they're all connected by the wires, you know. All right, anyhow, what was I talking about? Oh, beliefs and Mormonism and such. Yes, that. So that wasn't, I can't say that wasn't even the worst thing that I've heard because it's all awful, really, all of it. But I just recently, yesterday, read about a school teacher, a cop, and somebody else, I can't remember, that were harming little children and other adults, drugging them and harming them. A school teacher. What? I mean, it was a female. It wasn't a male. There were male ones that I read about too, but no. And this stuff just pops up, on my feed. You know how that is. Just random things popping up that you didn't necessarily decide to watch. They just decided to show them to you. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to leave later until that light gets fixed because I'm not going to be blinked at the whole time I'm driving. That's annoying. All right, anyhow, hold on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I read about that and I'm like, wow, that's just like lower than low that a school teacher would do something like that to a child. There we go. That's what I was looking for, my front lights. All right, we have a face. So, this world is twisted, y'all. Very twisted. And it's not just in other countries, it's here too. This didn't happen in another country. This happened in the good old US of America. Stuff like that happens all the time. I was driving, I'm not anymore. Um, it's just really disturbing how messed up people's heads are. And then I read something about how certain people that are doing awful things, they're not necessarily mentally ill. They're doing it of their own free will and, with full knowledge. And that's disturbing in itself as well. How old am I? 57. Why do you ask? I'm not looking for a hookup if that's what you're looking for. You might just be a kid or something. Technically, my channel's only for 18 years old and older, so. And I actually did put a childproof thing on here, I think. Yeah, I had to. Because they ask you that before you even start the video. If it's for children. No, it's not for children. Topics that I talk about are not for children, for sure. Protect the little ones. Do not expose them to things they ought not to be exposed to. Anyhow, it's just like everybody objectifies these days. They objectify children, they objectify other adults, they objectify animals, and that's the way they can do the things they do. They say that they're a nothing. They don't feel anything, and even if they do, they don't care. Evil. This world is evil, and increasingly more evil as it goes on. I was telling Amber yesterday, because Amber's my daughter, for those of you that don't know, she's my youngest, she's 24. I was telling her, you think the Bible is just like this flowery, happy-go-lucky Jesus skipping through the weeds and healing people type book, but it's not. They were living in a day of war. They were living in a day of enemies versus the good people. Every time I read the Bible, I realize that those streets of Jerusalem and all those places, there was awful things going on in the streets and behind closed doors. They didn't have the legal system. They didn't have police like we have. I mean, they had warriors and things, guards to protect people, but to an extent, it was just very commonplace in Bible days for all kinds of atrocities going on and people being criminally punished right out in front of people. I'm sure the moms probably shielded their kids' eyes as they were walking by. It wasn't a pretty picture. The Bible's not a happy, pretty book. There are nice things in it, yes, but that day and age was not pleasant any more than today is. Nothing new under the sun, literally. Okay, anyhow, I'm here, so I probably should go in and get settled in for the day and get ready to work. I didn't know who would be up so early in the morning or who would want to ride with me to work. But if you did, thanks for being here. I'm going to go in and set my stuff down and put my lunch away. Get ready for a very busy, busy day. Because it always is. Probably full of surprises I'm not expecting as well. That also happens. Which is why I guess I like work a little bit. Because it's nice to have things pop up that you didn't expect. And roll with the punches, you know. Sometimes they're good things, sometimes they're challenging things. But nonetheless, this is my life. All right, anyway, I didn't know if anybody had questions for me too, or comments or whatever. Thank you to Tina for coming in. Tinking. Amber Pounds, welcome. I don't know who you are. Thanks for the questions. Not driving anymore. I have parked. I have landed. I am ready to roll into my day. Everybody have a wonderful one. Make somebody happy today. Do something kind for someone. And if somebody does something kind for you, remember to be grateful and say thank you. By the way, that's a great way to start your day. 5 things that you're thankful for. Good idea. My Planet Fitness buddies messaging me, my accountability partner, my new accountability partner, who I've never met, never seen, just on some of his social media. But he's been kind of directing me with my workouts and things. I'm going to go and talk to him for a little while, possibly. And I might read my Noon book when I get into work. So have a great one, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Much love. Bye-bye.